Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm up, as you can see, outside of the Columbus Hotel down in Las Americas, and I'm doing this for a subscriber called, I hope I get this right, Oslam Craig. Craig is staying here in a couple of months' time and doesn't want to hire a car. I don't blame him, because I have driven in Tenerife before and it just wouldn't be my thing. Don't get me wrong, there was no issue when I did, but there's a nice little shop underneath there. Supermarket here as well. Just give you some landmarks. Car hire in Tenerife. So actually, it was a year ago today, well, a year ago this week, that I would have hired a car myself. The last time I was over here, and it was to pick stuff up for the apartment. We had to get, you know, obvious stuff, microwave, you know, small little bits, kettles, toasters, all those little things that you like at a Branco over there. Aberdeen Steakhouse, Irish. Paddy O'Kelly's a cracking Irish bar. We did it for the first time in August. The Chieftain's up there as well. Haven't been to the Chieftain's, but it gets a lot of good reviews. But yeah, Paddy O'Kelly's, great singer in it. I'm strolling across here, I'm sure I'm peeing off that bus driver. Yeah, absolutely fantastic little bar. Pricey. The only thing, you won't get your €2 pint or your €1 pint in there. And you've the Jersey Cow here on the left. Again, another one that gets great reviews, but I've never been in. Now, this is a nice little area. Now, the question Craig posed was, how long will it take to get from the Columbus Hotel down to the beach? Because he's not hiring a car. And to be honest with you, where you're based, I wouldn't really bother with a car. There's no real need for it, unless you have somewhere specific to go. And remember, if you do have somewhere that you really want to do, whether it's up north, the bus service is fantastic, and it's only about an hour and a half depending on traffic. It's not bad, and the buses are air conditioned, cheap as chips, not expensive at all. So yeah, I would, if you're gonna travel, unless you want to go and see some of the sort of more obscure little Canarian villages, on which there are some beautiful ones, and I'm hoping to cover a few of them this trip myself. But again, I'll jump on the bus and I'll do them, because they're not that far. So yeah, on to Craig's question. This is the whole purpose of this. Let's see how long it takes to get down. Now, I walk ridiculously quickly, so I'm going to slow down, give you a decent idea of how long it takes to get down. So you got the Giddy Goose here on the left, which I can't help but pronounce in my head with a Scottish accent before I actually say it, because of a friend of mine, a fellow vlogger, who regularly comes down this way, and as I said, I don't know why, it's always in my head, the Giddy Goose in a Scottish accent before I speak. I won't be that crash to actually say it out loud, but yeah, I always do. So as you can see, we have the Veronicas on the right hand side, and then we have PJ's and the Patch on your left. So it's after taking us, I don't know, let me think, it's taking about 6 minutes, 7 minutes to get to here, and we're nearly there. The beach isn't far away. Well, the coast isn't far away. We'll find the beach for you. Coast is one thing, beach is a completely different thing. So I think we'll go to the right. It is the quickest way to the coast. As I say, not necessarily the quickest way to the beach, but it's certainly the quickest way to the coast. So, PJ's, you have quite a few nice little restaurants along here. You have the H10 up there on the right hand side, and then you have the Patch a little bit further down. If you keep on walking about 15-20 minutes away, you have the beginning of the Golden Mile. Okay, so just to give you a rough idea of where you are. So Veronica's up that way, Now, so car hire, yeah, my experience in car hire wasn't a bad one, don't get me wrong. Don't have any issues with the car, other than the fact that I think I was severely overcharged, but that was my own stupidity, and I didn't do what most people do and research. We were looking to, as I said, to buy some stuff for the apartment this time last year, and we were trying to get in as much as we could, so we hired a little sort of citron cactus. It was big enough for what we needed. Everything else we were buying, it was getting delivered, you know, beds and sofas and all that sort of stuff. So it was handy just to throw the stuff in the back of a car. We flipped the seats down and away we went. Now, we only hired it for a day. Memory serves me well, it cost me €70 for it, which at the time I didn't think was bad, because I suppose to get a taxi there and back would have probably cost me more than that. By the time the taxi'd have to sit and wait and, you know, that sort of thing. So I thought it was reasonably good value, and we ended up having to do like 3 trips back and forth to get everything we needed into it, which wasn't a huge, wasn't a big deal, because we figured we'd have to take a couple of trips, because we had a lot of, you don't realise how much you have to buy for a new apartment when you're kitting it out from scratch. You know, it's different if you're at home and the cooker goes or the washing machine goes or whatever. Yeah, but when you're actually starting from scratch and you're basically kitting out a full house, you know, albeit a holiday home, it's still a house. It still has to be homely. It still has to feel like you're at home. So, yeah, we had a couple of trips. Now, I'm not 100%. I can't remember the name of the company we used, other than the fact it was one of those kiosks. Now, what I will do, a friend of mine comes over here regularly, and he's also a vlogger, Carl from Carl's Place. I'll leave a link to his page in the description, and Carl has got a recommendation for a car hire company, and they're very good value. You can pick them up at the airport, and they're not expensive. They wouldn't be much more than what I paid for the week, or for the day. A little bit more, and you get a car for the whole week. So here we go. Now, that beach up there on the right hand side is just at the back of the Monkey Beach Club. Okay, and then if you walk further, and I suppose it is a good 15-minute walk beyond. We'll walk down that way and we'll see. So this is coast. So what's it up to taking us? 10 minutes to get to the coast. Now, honestly, I wouldn't recommend this beach because it's quite rocky. If you're a surfer, it's a great beach, because as you can see, surfers are out in their droves on this beach. So definitely I would, if you're a surfer, highly recommend it. But if you're not, it's a bit gravelly, not exactly the beach, as you can see where the umbrellas are. It's not exactly great. But if you walk another 15-20 minutes from here, stay on the coast, you'll come up at the back of the Cleopatra Hotel. There's a beautiful beach there, absolutely beautiful beach there. But now that I think of it, it is quite a distance. So my first thought when Craig asked me how far is it from the Columbus to the beach, this is what I was thinking of, which is only about 10 or 15 minutes from your hotel. But an actual beach that you could spend the day sitting at, probably a little bit longer. Now, in saying that, it just depends on how many people, and I suppose it depends on the age, and it depends on how far you're willing to walk. But you are roughly, I'd say, 10 minutes from here and about 15 minutes from an actual beach. Now, slightly quicker way, rather than coming down here and going across, would be to head and go through the patch and out to the side, and that would bring you straight down onto the beach. This is Playa Honda here. As you can see, very much a surfer's beach. So, Craig, I hope that helps you. As I say, if you continue 10 minutes around this corner, you will appear at a proper beach that you can use. But for now, I'm going to leave you here beside the Happy Market. Okay, so hit the like, subscribe, bell for notification, and I'll talk to you soon. And like I say, Greg, hope this helps. Slán.